Terraria has thousands of different items, and with my hundreds of hours in Terraria, I have used the grand majority of these items. But what if I limit myself to only use the ones I have never used? The rules of this challenge are easy. I cannot use any armor piece, accessory or weapon that I have never used before, meaning that I will have to look for new alternatives. This does not apply to tools, building blocks, crafting stations, etc. I begin my world like any other world, except that I instantly get rid of my copper short sword and now I'm left without a way to defend myself. Thankfully, there is a weapon and armor set that I can get right now, and these are the sword, bow and armor made from the wood or from other biomes that are not the forest biome. So I head out in the lookout for a different kind of wood. I found some trees in the crimson of my world. With this, I finally had a weapon to defend myself, plus a little extra defense from the armor set. Now, the weapons I had in my mind were the sand gun and the wand of frosting, so I set out to look for a wand of sparking first to turn it into a wand of frosting. Unfortunately, I found no wand of sparking in the surface, so I went mining to look for some hard crystals. With the loot I got, I made a grappling hook and an upgraded pickaxe. Then I proceeded to build NPC houses. I continued to look for surface chests with hopes of a wand of sparking, but instead I ended up at the entrance of the jungle, where I then decided to go underground in case I found something useful. And I did find useful things, but not for this challenge. I found the type of loot anyone would be grateful to find in the early game. Hermes boots, cloud in a bottle, boomstick.
I'm getting all of the good stuff, the stuff I can't use.
But instead, I had to get rid of those just for the sake of this challenge. But I did find several life crystals, which made the jungle exploration at least worth it. And with the boomstick I found in the jungle, the arms dealer was able to move in, allowing me to buy the flintlock pistol, because who even uses this in Terraria? To get the arms dealers, you need a gun, usually the musket, the undertaker, or even the boomstick in my case. Really solid gun, so this guy just sells you a worse gun for 5 gold. Well, at least for me, it's finally a useful gun in this playthrough. So far, it looks like Hardmode has me very limited because I have used almost everything, especially the accessories and armor sets. I'm relying only on the modifiers of the accessories because I plan on filling my accessory slots with different colored strings and watches. Then, sometime later, the Goblin army invaded my home, but I quickly defeated them with just my gun. I decided to start then looking for the shimmer. I was feeling lost on what to do, so the thought of shimmer reforging for different colored strings and watches to give me some defense was the only thing that seemed reasonable. But I couldn't find the shimmer anywhere, and then the Eye of Cthulhu decided to spawn on its own. I almost killed it, but with my lack of mobility and defense, the ice dashes ended up killing me. The next day, slimes began to rain. I started killing slimes as soon as possible so I could get a chance at the king slime. I mainly wanted to get the ninja armor set, since I've never used that one before.
You feel an evil presence watching. I haven't even finished killing this guy.
It was a simple fight. I got 2 pieces of armor on the same day. After killing the king slime, the Eye of Cthulhu really wanted a rematch again. He wanted to kill me again. But this time I was ready. and I absolutely destroyed him. I then fought the King Slime again to finish the ninja armor set. It was time to prepare for the Brain of Cthulhu. My idea was simple, sand gun with corrupt sand, because it has infinite piercing, meaning that it will be perfect for the Brain of Cthulhu. But before preparing an arena, I finally found the shimmer, where I reforged all of my accessories to warding. Then I built an arena and prepared to fight the Brain. And my sand gun completely destroyed the creepers, leaving me in the final phase where I just shot the Brain with my flintlock pistol to keep it away. Following that, I made a elevator, but I was completely destroyed by the enemies in the underworld. I felt really slow without any kind of boots, and that's when I checked the wiki and saw the fairy boots. An upgrade to the spectre boots I had not used before. This meant I could have some extra vertical mobility and I was able to run now. But after 1 hour of looking in the jungle, I found everything except the flower boots.
But please, I just want the flower boots. It's not, I'm not asking much, I'm not asking for boomstick or wait, why do I keep getting the good things? I truly appreciate if I get like anything good, like Staff of Regrowth, Anklet of the Wind, boomstick. Everything is better. If I get the flower boots, I'd be really disappointed. So yeah, I want any good thing. I don't want the flower boot. Yeah, no. Didn't work. No. Por favor, please. Please, just let this be the no!
As much as I hated it, I had to resort to fishing. And with my current fishing power, I could not find any crates, so I had to do some fishing quests so I could get at least some appropriate gear in order to find the jungle crates. This went around for 5 hours of me just sleeping, collecting the quest fish, doing a quest, sleep again, until I finally got the fishing rod. Never in my life I had done quest fishing, so getting the golden fishing rod felt like a great achievement. And with this, I was finally ready to grind jungle crates until I got the flower boots. I got them in like the 6th crate I opened. It didn't took me more than 10 minutes. I spent 5 hours doing fishing quests just to get the item I wanted in less than 10 minutes. I forgot to mention, but during the grind of my fishing quest, the traveling merchant sold me a variety of things, including a grey sapinator, and yes, I had never used it. I had seen videos of it, but I never had the opportunity to use it. But with my new sapinator and fairy boots, I was finally able to kill Skeletron and access the dungeon. After killing Skeletron, there was not much to get in the dungeon, only the Blue Moon Flail and Shadow Key. At this point, I thought of doing the Old One's army, another thing in Terraria I always ignore, just like fishing quest and being a mage. But for this playthrough, mage weapons and Old One's army weapons will be my most reliable source, since I never use those. With the Old One's army defeated, I got 2 accessories, the Squire's shield and the Monk's belt, which I equipped immediately for the extra sentry and summon damage, better than just having a warding strength. What I didn't know is that these accessories don't stack, meaning that I wasted 1 accessory spot up until the pillars. I was worrying for what weapon I would use on the Wall of Flesh, because all of the ones I had were either short range or had no piercing at all. It was until I checked the wiki when I saw a shotgun. It's the quad barrel shotgun, added in 1.4 and can only be bought from the arms dealer in a graveyard after Skeletron has been defeated. This shotgun, paired with meteor bullets, gave me the confidence I needed for the Wall of Flesh, especially because my armor set was just a mix of whatever random things I had not used before. So, it was time to fight the Wall of Flesh and enter hard mode. I killed it quite easily. I was not expecting the shotgun to be that effective, considering it had a lot of spread. But it's time for hard mode now, where everything is much harder, new enemies, and everything kills you extremely easy. But at the same time, it gives me many more options to use compared to pre-hard mode, where I was limited to very few items and armor sets. The plan for hard mode was simple, to get a new armor set. The issue is that I have used all of them before except one, the Forbidden Armor. This is a Mage Summoner hybrid crafted with Forbidden Fragments, which are dropped from Sand Elementals, a rare enemy that only appears in Sandstorm. This is why I had never used this set before. But right now it was my only option, and for the weapons, I looked a bit on the wiki and saw two weapons I normally ignore because I never play mage in Terraria. These weapons are the Frost Staff and the Life Drain.
Frieren?
The process of getting these items was extremely grindy. I spent some time in the underground ice biome, which was also crimson, meaning I could at least farm Souls of Night while I was in there. I was there killing icy mermaids and ice elementals, but with my non-existent defense and weak weapons, I constantly died without getting the Frost Staff.
That thing can go through blocks? Okay.
After 50 minutes of dying, I finally got the Ice Staff. Alongside a Frost Brand, another weapon I could use for this challenge. Now, with a decent magic weapon, I only had one thing left to do. Finally get the Forbidden Armor. What I didn't know is that I would spend another 5 hours sleeping and checking the Angler quests. But why I checked the Angler quest? Well, there's a set of wings called the Fin Wings, given by the Angler in Hardmode, and these wings have a horrible drop rate. Combined that the Angler quests are time based, I spent so long waiting for sandstorms while checking for the quest fish. Eventually, I did get both of these, but my sanity was already lost. But with my new armor set and weapons, I was finally able to fight one mechanical boss, and I decided that it would be the Destroyer. And that's because my life drain seemed to do really good on worm type enemies, and this was a really good match for the Destroyer.
Oh!
With one mechanical boss defeated, I unlocked the tier 2 of the Old One's army. I did the event until I got the Tome of Infinite Wisdom and the Phantom Phoenix. With these two weapons, I was able to kill the twins and Skeletron Prime. Now that the jungle is growing restless, I need to go for Plantera, but first I blew up a big space to turn it into an arena with a giant elevator besides it, for Plantera's second phase. I got killed on the first attempt because I got stun locked. but on the second attempt I managed to enter the elevator and killed Plantera, giving me access to the jungle temple. But first, I wanted to check out the premium dungeon. I mainly wanted to get Ectoplasm to summon the Pumpkin Moon and get the Inferno Forks from Diabolists. I couldn't get the Inferno Fork though, but I fucked the Pumpkin Moon and was able to get the Witch's Broom, the best mobility mount in Terraria. Like, once you get this, you will never need any movement accessory anymore. And with this, I decided to fight the Golem, although I felt like my weapons were already getting kinda weak. But Golem is such a joke. I mean, who even dies at Gold? Okay, maybe I do need better weapons and dodging skills. So I went back to the premium dungeon to farm the Inferno Fork.
Finally.
This time I did get it and had a rematch with Golem, where I actually killed it. With Golem defeated, I unlocked the tier 3 of the Old One's army, the hardest one. And when Betsy spawns at the end wave. Betsy drops some really good weapons. The issue is that almost nobody uses them, because not everyone wants to do the event, including me. So I had to kill Betsy for 2 of the weapons that it drops, because they seem like the most viable options for the Moon Lord. I failed multiple times, with the crystal getting destroyed while getting killed by Betsy multiple times. But I continued and got myself better centers from the Tavern Keep, and started to learn Betsy's pattern. Eventually, I learned its attack pattern and I got killed when it had 800 health left. But Betsy doesn't despawn like most bosses, it goes to attack the crystal, so by the time I respawned, Betsy was killed by my own sentries.
¡Sí se pudo! ¡Sí se murió!
This allowed me to get one of the weapons I was looking for, the Aerial Bane, a bow that shoots multiple projectiles that splinter over into more projectiles. I used the extra defender medals to buy the Red Riding Hood armor. This set improves my ranger stats and the explosive sentry I was using. With these upgrades, doing the event was easy now, and I killed another Betsy to get the Flying Dragon, the other weapon I wanted for Moonlord. I also bought the Valhalla armor from the Tavern Keep. This one is really good because it improves my melee stats while giving me really good life regeneration. Plus, it has a lot of defense. The only thing I had left was the Moonlord. So I fought the cultist, another simple boss fight with not much to it, then the pillars started to invade. I spent several minutes killing this. And the last one was the solar pillar. After I killed it, I went back to base to prepare for Moonlord. He eventually spawned and I started to fight, but I forgot my buff potions. Nonetheless, I still kept up a good fight and had almost all of the eyes out, but I got killed in the end. Then I wanted a rematch. I switched to the Valhalla's armor set and to the Flying Dragon. I took my buff potions this time. With this setup, I was doing much more consistent damage to the Moonlord, while also being much safer. The higher defense and increased life regen made me survive much more. After a long fight, I managed to kill the Moonlord. And this is how I managed to beat Terraria using items I had never used before. If you liked the video, consider liking, commenting, maybe subscribing, as I would really appreciate it. With this said, I'm out to the next Terraria video. Goodbye.